the red team was very well organized and looked like a really good team in terms of distributing the basketball. And the antithesis of that was the white team that did not look well organized. And that's what these games are for, to look at things that you like and things that you need to work on. I was very impressed with Shane Bahannon's play, and he still has to get into the gym and spend more time on his shooting. He still has a lot of weaknesses there. And he's got to stop spin dribbling, because that's the spin dribble is a sign of a turnover almost every time because the defense plays it. But take that away, I thought he was spectacular on the white team. He played hard without rest. The whole red team I liked. I thought that for a freshman, Montrez looked really good. I thought Peyton played like a professional tonight. Just ran the team. It was totally in control. His jump shot looks good, although they all look good like they were going in. I was very pleased with that. So for the first day, without a lot of practice, it was pretty good, especially the red team.
Rich, is this the way this team is going to shoot this year? Is that going to be a challenge for you, the perimeter shot?
I'm sorry, where are you? I'm looking at you.
The way back, yeah.
Say it again.
Just the perimeter shooting, it was off on both sides tonight.
Well, I think we're going to shoot better. I think Wayne's going to shoot better. I think when you don't get a break and you're out there, I don't think that's an indicator. I wouldn't say that we're going to be a great three-point shooting team, but I think Luke Hancock, once his shoulder gets better, he's going to make a lot of shots. A lot of our bigs took threes tonight, which they won't normally do.
Do you envision being able to play Montrez and Shane together if Gorky's got to sit?
Yeah, I would say that Montrez is going to play a lot of backup five as well. I didn't see too much difference between Montrez and Gorky tonight as far as play. I think Gorky's a few inches taller, but in terms of their game, I thought they're pretty equal.
Coach, what did you think of Luke when he was in there? And
I think Luke's terrific. I mean, every time he jams his shoulder, he's got scar tissue. It hurts. He falls, and then he dives on the floor, and then he comes back and tries to draw a charge. So, pretty tough kid. Very tough kid. Most kids would be out another month to 2 months, but he's come back. And really, really tough young man. But in another month's time, he's going to be a very good basketball player. And we need him to play backup point. He'll play that because he understands the game. He sees the game. I mean, we can't have Russ play the point. I mean, if not either that or I'm going to die.
Do you have any sense of where you are with these guys right now? Obviously, it's very early. This is the first time you're.
Well, after 3 months of practice, I think we're pretty good. It's the first day.
That's what I'm saying, though. I mean, for a first glimpse, you feel.
Yeah, I thought just like I said, I thought the red team did really well. I thought the white team just had no playmaker on the court, so they had to do everything by themselves. I bet you they had less than double-digit assists. So it's good to see that.
You kind of surprised by the intensity that the red team showed. I mean, it seemed more like a mid-season game rather than say just the first scrimmage.
Well, we've been working real hard on execution, even though it's first day. We've had those 2 hours a week, and we used it to work on execution. We have 3 scrimmages, red-white, and we want to see us improve our shooting, improve our play with each one. So next time out, the question was about shooting. It didn't look good tonight. Next time out, I want to see it look a lot better. And I think as we get into shape, and then the third one, that's why we put them very close together. So we're trying to get ready in the season. Manhattan has a heck of a basketball team. I know it. I've been watching them on film. They have a heck of a team. So we want to be ready first game out. And so we're working on a lot of things a lot quicker than we normally work on.
Kevin's so active and obviously not an assistant in Forest Steele. Just talk about how far he has come in the offseason.
He has. He's done a very good job. I think the whole red team, I'm real impressed with Montrezl Harrell. I still think Wayne is not Wayne because he's not in good shape. When he can just keep running and never get tired, just full of juice all the time, he's going to get a lot because he's a good rebounder. He's a good post-up play. He's going to get an awful lot. Now, he's in much better shape than he was in, but he's still not in the shape of like a Peyton or a Kevin, or who can just keep running and running and running. Once we get Wayne doing that, he's going to be terrific.
Anything else, Coach?
I'll just add one more. What do you think Montrez can add this year?
I think he's just, I don't know if you notice it, but he's got, everybody remarks about Gorky's wingspan. Montrez has got a 7'3" wingspan. So, and he has a strong desire to get better. He's a sponge. He's always trying to learn. And the young man Mango is the same way. He's a sponge, always trying to learn. So, you know, our front court is very good. You know, you got Shane, Montrez, and Gorky. You know, all three are very physical. They bang the backboard. I think Van Treese will hold his own in there as well. And I think Peyton at the point, you know, it's as good. They look good tonight because he looked good. And we don't have many plays in yet. So I think the other guys will come. I think the key to our team, though, without question, is Luke Hancock. We need him on the court. He's an 80% foul shooter. He's a good three-point shooter. He knows how to pass, knows how to play. And he will be ready. He's about a month ahead of schedule, so I think you'll see a big difference in his play next week as well.
Seems to be a facilitator. He makes the rest of the team better, even if he doesn't have a lot of numbers.
He's not a young kid, you know, he's been through it. When I called Jim Larinaga and said, well, what do we have in this young man? And he said, with 5 seconds to go in the game, if you've got to get the ball inbounds against the press, have him inbound it. If you need somebody to take the shot, have him take the shot. If you need somebody to make the play, have him make the play. If you need a steal or a rebound, he'll make it. He said, you know, he's a big-time gamer, is what he said. And for this basketball team, he's much needed because, you know, obviously you could see the outside shooting is not a major strength. I personally don't believe it's a weakness when we have the right guys on the floor. I mean, when you have, I call Russ Rusticulous tonight. He was ridiculous. You know, I don't know what he was doing out there, but you know, it's the other guys look like they've been practicing. I thought for 3 or 4 weeks. The red team, they did a lot of great things, and you know, Gorky's not in the shape he needs to be in, but he'll get much better by next week as well. So when you add Luke to that team, I think you got a pretty darn good unit there.
Rick, was this the, did you have practice this morning and yesterday, or I mean?
Yesterday was the opening day.
Okay, so this was like your second or third time these guys got together?
This is the,
Second?
no, we get 2 hours per week starting on the 15th of September. Prior to that, you get 2 hours a week individually with no more than 4 people. So now what we need right now is a lot of work on our shooting. We need a lot of work on our passing ability. But I think you're looking at a very good basketball team. But unlike last year, we don't have a lot of home games in the beginning. We're going to be tested right away from the opening game. We're going to be tested right away with road games with Charleston and Memphis, with the Battle of Atlantis. So although I'm very pleased the red team is only 2 days, looks real good, we've got to be ready early, and that's why we're pushing this thing a little bit. Okay?
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, everybody.